Oh, my love, happy eclipse. We are in the window, and I am picking up on a very specific energy for the sacred divine feminines. And I will do my best to articulate what's coming through and see whatever will be the most beneficial as well. Whatever comes in the title will be what came through. So I'm picking up on a portion of the divine sacred feminine collective that has been in this bored void turning point, especially over the last few weeks and months. And what's coming through, what I'm seeing is that this portion of the collective has reached this precipice point where the ways that she has previously been healing and working and fighting and grinding are absolutely coming to a halt in the way that they were once done. And why this is occurring is that is a big part of the boredom that has set into this portion of the collective. It's sort of like a healing or shadow work fatigue in the sense that, like, this portion of the collective has done what they can do and accomplished what they can accomplish within this specific bandwidth. Are the sacred feminines going to continue to grow and evolve and heal and embody? Absolutely, without any doubt in my mind. But the previous iteration, the way that we have been operating and working, and even the ways that we have mastered are now being up-leveled. A space is being created and offered for the feminines to embody in a new way. All of those ways that you have been surrendering to source and practicing non-attachment, holding space for yourself to allow all of your emotions to come through, to allow yourself to think your thoughts and to hold yourself and provide for yourself while releasing the old energies and the old patterns. Again, it feels like it's reaching this precipice point where many are ready to let go of those bigger overarching karmic patterns. Okay. The patterns of the fight, the patterns of the pain, the patterns of the unworthiness, the self doubt, the lack of confidence. Those days are waning, my loves, and they are swiftly being replaced by the opportunity to embody deeper into your true sacred feminine essences, which is those gorgeous, intuitive, flowing, creative energies, but also completely anchored and stabilized in your standards, right? Working in the tempered energies, facing the truth that's in front of you, in choosing what you're going to participate in or not without judgment for yourself or others. Or these are the things you're continuing to deepen into, right? And what is coming forward in this next phase, the opportunity that this eclipse is bringing, is offering, that I'm picking up on, is that opportunity to truly allow yourself to release those old fight patterns physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, across the board, relationally, financially, environmentally. And what I mean by this is as you embody into your standards, as you become the living version of what it is that you want to see in this world, you are becoming the most powerful and potent representation of the new in physical form, while embodying your sacred feminine essences. And this is what many have been craving. It's what the planet is craving. It's what humanity is crying for, whether they realize it or not. But you just being you in your presence in this next phase is going to be incredibly powerful, not only for you, but for what is to come for our beautiful, gorgeous home, Mother Earth. Okay. And it may take some time to actually absorb and realize that you no longer have to fight in the same way. You may find that your nervous system and your body is almost a little bit in shock, right? And I know some of you still may be cleaning some things up, and by all means, do what you have to do. But what I want you to do is also drop in the potential, in this realization that there are results becoming available for you to be able to release the fight in the way that you once fought it. That the more that you hold these internal energies in a tempered and balanced way, as you become the living essence of no longer needing to fight within the dualistic nature because you are holding all of that within you. You have learned to accept duality, not because you agree with all of it, but because you're a living representation of those higher energies, which hold and accept all that is, so that true, genuine solutions can be found, right? Because when we can hold the energy for ourselves, when we can accept all of who we are, our shadow, our light, right? Our masculine, our feminine, all of those parts of who we are, our earthly human aspects, our higher divine aspects, in the sacred space where all of those meet within the physical vessel, in the heart space, becoming a version of the sacred human that you have always been. This is the opportunity that is opening up in a new way in this next phase, to allow your nervous system to actually begin to relax in a new way and open up to actually receiving the loving care that you have always deserved. And yes, all humans deserve this. And most, if not all, humans have been robbed of this gift. And this is what the Sacred Feminine Collective is restoring for herself. And as she holds in her standards, she's holding that potential for the rest of the collective. Okay. And I know even when I experienced this result, this potential, when this information was presented to me, I felt an enormous sense of relief. And there was honestly also some disbelief because my system, I don't know about you, or this part of my system really didn't know what else to do because we have been so deeply in this fight, so to speak, right? To accomplish certain things, to embody, to unravel, to dissolve, to step out of the old patterns, right? And now we've reached this precipice point. And so allow yourself time to thaw the shock. Allow yourself to open up to the fact that you're actually reaching a space where you are going to feel safe to be who you are and be safe to open up to receiving the love and the support and the reciprocity and camaraderie that you deserve. It may come in a different form than you once thought. But the most important part is that you're actually open to receiving it and experiencing it in the first place. And now I also understand deeper why Source directed me to hold the sacred union stabilization energies, because this is a part of why the sacred feminines are embodying. It is what they are here to stabilize and anchor. Not that it's only them, but I'm speaking to the sacred feminines because so many of you have been so dedicated and committed to your own growth, your own self love, and also allowing yourself to transform so that you were available as that best version of yourself who can actually sustain and maintain sacred union with another on this planet in physical form, not just in the energies, not just in the higher realms, but actually embodying the sacred union essences in yourself, on the earth, in your day-to-day life. And because so many have been dedicated to that so deeply without receiving the results that compare to the work that they have put in, I really thought we were going to go into a sacred feminine series. But I realized this sacred union stabilization is all of that combined. It's honoring all that you have done up to this point, and it's Source's way of saying that dream and what you were fighting for is not lost. It is on its way in one sacred form or another. Your job right now as a sacred feminine is to believe that you are worthy of receiving that. And if you are not seeing signs and signals of that in the physical world just yet, the message that is coming through so potently is to continue to hold faith. And if you're uncertain of how it's going to look or who it's going to be, or if you are certain that you know what's going to come to pass, trust yourself. There is a difference between trusting yourself and feeling that truth within your cells, and also still remaining surrendered to Source's higher plan for you. You can embody into the truth of what you believe and what you feel, and also still remain, like I said, surrendered, non attached, open, right? Open to what's truly meant for you, what's truly aligned for you, and continue to allow yourself to sort of bring those pieces together, right? Sometimes we get messages and they feel conflicting. You hear, don't be attached and don't think about this person or that person or don't do this. But it's not really about not thinking about someone or not believing in someone or something, right? You can sort of hold all of those truths lightly. And the beauty of it is when I say that, hold them lightly, is believe them and feel them and let yourself plant those seeds of truth within your heart and within the earth, in the soil, in the sand. And then you allow your higher power to nourish and your love to nurture those seeds. And then trust and know that what is meant for you will bloom and blossom. And when we can let go of the specifics and start to allow ourselves to truly drop into the frequencies that allow those to come forward, now you're really embodying. So if there are things that you feel within you that put you in a frequency of joy and love and receptivity, why not allow yourself to feel those? My voice is crackling. When you can let yourself receive the love and the connection and the sacred union essences while simultaneously accepting the circumstances as they are, that is temperance. That is embodiment of the sacred union energies. Holding unconditional self-love for yourself, continuing to embody your standards, right? Allowing yourself to open up to the fact that you have walked this path and have been dedicated and committed to sacred union because that is a part of your plan. That is a part of your contract. Do any of us know exactly how it's going to play out? Yes and no. I think that if you have been dedicated to this and you believe it in your heart, that you will experience a form of sacred union in this lifetime. How we get there, the path and the steps to embodiment, those are things that come to pass and show us as we go. So hold that vision in your heart, but let go of how you are going to get there. You see what I mean? This is the thing that has made the biggest change in my life in every single area. It was holding faith in truth that I could accomplish everything that my higher self has been showing me. And every time I've believed that, and I have followed my guidance, even when it didn't make any logical sense, but I knew in my heart that it was correct. I will tell you right here and right now, many of those things have come to fruition in a way that a majority of the general collective would have never been brave enough to do because I trusted and I surrendered to my higher power. And this is how I have built my life on my new foundation. Is it done and complete in every area of my life? No, I'm still a work in progress, just like everybody else. But I can tell you, I have accomplished enough to truly have faith in that higher power, in my higher knowing, in trusting my guidance, even when it didn't make logical sense. And that's why I feel comfortable telling you that it's not necessarily the exact steps that get you there. It's the fact that you can see and feel and sense what you're here to do and to achieve and to experience and to accomplish. And that is a part of what is leading you on the next steps of your path. So it may not look perfect getting there. Some things that sometimes may feel confusing, like I'm sure every single one of you has already experienced up until this point. But it's about trusting what is in front of you. It's about setting your intentions of what you agree to and what you don't. It's about becoming that embodiment of your standards, of your love, of your reciprocity, in releasing the fight and the struggle in the way that feels like you always are behind the eight ball. You, my loves, are stepping forward in a new way. I know you're warrioresses beyond anything that I could put into words because you're here. You've been doing it. And now it's time to start receiving the results and getting from where you are to where you want to be. This is the journey, the embodiment, the step-by-step process, the living day to day, waking up, rewriting the old mindsets, letting yourself truly heal your nervous system, to really embody the belief that you really genuinely deserve to be loved and cared for by another. Ooh, this feels good. And I'm excited because this week we're going to go into the sacral chakra. I'm going to come in with some sacral chakra messages in the next couple days. Sacral chakra for sacred union. For any of you who are just finding this, last week I did do the root chakra and that stabilizing sacred union seven chakra series is in process. I'll put that information in the pinned comment below. And I also wanted to share with you over on my members on Patreon and YouTube. Last week, I did offer some mini recorded readings, like your own personalized video message, and those were quite beautiful. And I thought about opening them up here, but actually, I was guided to put a 30-minute one-on-one reading session on my calendar, and it's available for the next few weeks. That's where you'll get to come on and essentially do messages like with the cards, or specifically if you have any questions. This is not something that I do often. I do usually work more deeply in the intuitive coaching and the energy work. And messages do come through if we're guided, but because of the nature of the shifts and those of you who are here with me, it felt aligned and appropriate to open that up. So, if any of you have wanted to connect with me one on one and just sort of dive into some of your questions, my schedule will be below. And I'll put that 30-minute reading session at the top. But of course, you can look at any of my sessions as you feel guided. Anyway, I know that maybe this was a bit long. I thought I was going to do some cards, but today that did not appear to be necessary. I am sending you so much love, and I hope that you're embracing the opportunity within this eclipse. I also am acutely aware that we are reaching the 9/9 portal in just 2 short days. So, this is a really big opportunity to really stabilize into those new energies and set your intentions and your standards to receive the sacred union energies that you so deeply deserve to experience in your life. All right, my loves, sending you so much love. I'm going to let you go do that. Have a beautiful rest of your day or night. Peace.